Hey there, everyone. Today, we're diving into an absolutely thrilling story. Make sure to fasten your seatbelts. Just as IU was about to blow a gasket, the director unearthed a crucial document. Turns out, she signed something before the operation. It's the consent form for not reclaiming her amputated leg. Are you guys struggling to find it? So, is it because you can't find it, or because I signed the no return part? What's the difference? Of course there's a difference. I want my leg back. Have you ever eaten at a restaurant? Let's say you finish gnawing a chicken bone, and the waiter kindly asks if he can take it away. Would you let him? You say yes, he takes it away, and then you turn around and ask for it back to keep gnawing on it, right? You want to savor it again, is that fair? This analogy is brutal. You couldn't argue back. Surely, a lost leg wouldn't just vanish. So where on earth is it? It's a mystery. IU's relationship with her husband began from a dancing photo. He loved it at first sight. As both of them were dancers, they paired up seamlessly at competitions so natural. But IU's dad wasn't thrilled about gaining a son-in-law. The old man ate silently, embarrassing Zihan. To prove his earning power, Zihan turned to his bad friends. I've got a cool 100 grand, any idea how I can double it? With his brothers leading the way, Zihan stepped foot into an underground casino for the first. Staring at the mountains of cash, Zihan was utterly mesmerized. It seemed like Lady Luck was sparkling on him that night. He turned that 100 grand into a whopping 180 grand. The casino seemed more than happy to count the cash for him, just as they were about to leave. Subtitles. A guy with a greasy, slicked back hairstyle slowly moved closer. Yet Zihan did not accept his invitation at all. But he looked confident. Casinos don't fear winners, just losing regulars. Zihan won over $180K. So he treated IU to a fancy dinner, marking the first official date, cleaning up from their wedding regret. But Zihan was totally distracted. His mind had already drifted back to the casino, and when it was time for the competition the next day, Zihan didn't show up, though they had high hopes to win and reach the international stage. Instead, he was at a private villa. He kicked off the second round of his lavish gambling life, and in just half a night, he lost everything, racking up over 200 grand in debt. He needed 600 grand in cash within 3 days to pay for a ticket. Zihan was like a lost puppy. He had no idea where to turn. He stumbled into the venue, only to find IU still waiting for him, but he had lost all confidence to meet her, so he bolted to a rickety motel. He spent 3 lifeless days there until Choi Jae-ren casually showed up, scaring him into a frantic jump from the building. He landed and broke his leg. That ruined his future. Choi Jae-ren tossed him into the sea, set off fireworks, and he passed out hiding. He was finally fished out by Choi Jae-ren, while IU was helplessly watching the whole ordeal unfold. Tears filled with resentment and anger in his eyes, but that 600 grand in debts were unjustly piled onto IU. Together, they knelt before her parents. Her parents had no words left out of love for their daughter. They eventually helped Zihan pay off the debts and even pulls out their last set. They helped rent a dance studio, hoping for better days ahead. IU's face lit up with newfound hope, and she stopped resenting her husband. Instead, she even became more mischievous and started flirting with him, saying, "Imaging terribly down there." Zihan couldn't dance, so he helped IU distribute flyers. Contrary to hopes, the studio struggled. Students were scarce. Zihan wanted quick cash, grew restless, and sought the slick-haired guy. He hoped the other would prefer students, as the slick guy liked ballroom dancing at their first casino meeting. Luckily, he was loyal. Surprisingly, many seniors came. The dance studio thrived, and IU hired an assistant. Zihan refused to freeload. Thus, he reignited his money-making thoughts, snapping up before closure for 8 am, only to find out upon possession. Had landed himself in deep trouble. The homeowner. Just the homeowner. He tried to slip these thugs a little cash to make them go away. They were clearly prepared, not easy targets. They demanded $250K upfront. Calculating cost. It's far above the property's value. Do you know foreclosures? I've researched. 2 types exist. One type is handed over, and the other isn't. The one I bought was one of those non-handed over deals, so it. How much did you buy it for? 800 grand. And how much do they want? 250. What's its market value? 1 million. IU was speechless with anger, but could only go in with gifts to negotiate. Looking at these 10 tough guys, she knew this talk was a dead end. If I let them know I'm dealing with your number, how can I ever function in this society again? Hey, you've got to have some kind of spirit. What are you doing? Walk away. Man, you've got so many guys here, your daily bills must be sky high. Do you run a choir or something? I really can't pay you that much. If you take this and just leave, one day when I sell this house for a nice profit, it'll treat you to a big red envelope. Yeah, it's business, we'll be seeing each other again. The big guy was so captivated by her soft words, he instantly lost his once hostile demeanor. Ayu successfully revealed the bottom price, minimizing their losses, but her request left her husband feeling like he was back in the game. Honey, what if we dive into foreclosure business together? If we join forces, don't you think we'd be like the dynamic duo, the Green Hornet? One guy loses a hand, and the girl. Well, let's not go there.